No sport celebrates and cherishes stories like baseball. There are countless tales about the major leagues and the national pastime.
The luckiest man on the face of the earth.
But there remains an untold story. An all-American story of a league created out of necessity that would ultimately become a driving force for change. A league that didn't care what color you were or where you came from. The only thing that mattered was, can you play? And these men and women could absolutely play. By setting new standards and breaking barriers, they would change the game and this country forever. These are the legends. These are their stories. This is the Negro Leagues. One of the greatest pitchers you've likely never heard of hails from Cuba. His nickname, El Diamante Negro, the Black Diamond. This is the great Jose Mendez, possessing a dynamic fastball, a great hard-breaking curveball, and pinpoint control to go along with it. He dazzled not only in Cuba, but also in the Negro Leagues here in the United States with the great Kansas City Monarchs. And how did the great Major League manager John McGraw describe Jose Mendez? Only as a combination of Walter Johnson and Grover Alexander. That's pretty good.
All right, ready to go here. And now the right fielder, Sellers. The wind and the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. And we're underway here this afternoon. And that's in the dirt. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
You know, Jose Mendez wasn't just a terrific force on the mound. He was a really great manager, too. He was the player manager for the Monarchs for 3 straight years as Negro National League champs, as well as the 1924 Negro Leagues World Series.
So digging in, Sanders. In the air out towards right center. McDonald on his way over. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 down. Martin Digo digging in now. Ground ball left side. Tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends.
The relationship between the Negro Leagues and Cuba and Spanish-speaking countries in general was a bond created by baseball. Negro League players would venture down to Cuba well before major leaguers would go there, and of course, they were welcomed with open arms. And as I reflect on my friend Buck O'Neill, who recalled going to Havana, as he would say, when Havana was Havana, Oh, it was absolutely beautiful, as Buck would recall, how much they enjoyed the scenery and the treatment that they were welcomed to when they came to Cuba. And then when the Cuban athletes would venture away from home to come play in the Negro Leagues, they got the exact acceptance here in the Negro Leagues. You see, the Negro Leagues just simply did not care what color you were. All they cared was, can you play?
Now, Sellers. The wide to kick the pitch. There's a strike.
Such a long history of great players from Cuba, Boog, and not just in the Negro Leagues. Long before Jackie Robinson broke the Major League color line in 1947, Dolph Luke was an ace for Cincinnati and Brooklyn. He was able to play because of his lighter skin.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. So up next, Sanders. That one fouled off. The pitch. You mentioned those pre-integration Cuban players, Chris. After the color line was broken, of course, that opened the door for more great Cuban-born players like Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Louis Tion Jr., and Tony Perez. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ford at the plate now. That's ball one. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Boog, you brought up those old Cuban players like Minoso and Oliva, but there are plenty of Cuban-born stars in the majors these days, too. Guys like Yordan Alvarez, Raisel Iglesias, Randy Arozarena, and Luis Robert Jr. are lighting things up in the show these days.
2 strikeouts now for Mendez. So here's the cleanup hitter, West. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Just missed. Next pitch inside, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Back here at Southside Park, bottom of the second. And now the shortstop, Perry. Right through there for a strike. He goes down looking. Now it's the second baseman, Little. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And a couple of quick outs. Newman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Just missed. In the air, right side. And he makes the catch. And that will end the
Physically, Jose Mendez reminds me of the great Major League pitcher, Pedro Martinez. Built almost identical. He was a small man, wiry, long arms, long fingers, an arm much bigger than his stature. Blazing fastball, high-rising fastball with a sharp breaking curveball, and then you add the dimension of pinpoint control, he was virtually unhittable.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Perry. And a pitch. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Fought off foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Here's the second baseman, Little. There's a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Inside, almost got him. Line drive, and a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 1-1. With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, here's the shortstop at the plate, Perry. Swing and a pop-up. And that'll fall for a base hit. In from third is the tying run. We're tied at 1. With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, now it's the shortstop, Perry. That clips the corner. Got him. Huge strikeout there. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman, Little. Check swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. Mendez 1 out away from slamming the door for the Monarchs. Newman in the box now. Takes strike 1. They're down to their final strike. Mendez is just 1 strike away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ball game. Mendez closes it out for KC.
Jose Mendez breakout season in 1908 as a youngster is one for the record books. The Cincinnati Reds had ventured down to Cuba as Cuba was open now for goodwill tours of baseball. Jose Mendez welcomed the Cincinnati Reds to his native Cuba by pitching 25 consecutive shutout innings. Oh, it gets even better. He would go on to add to that number, compiling 45 consecutive shutout innings against both minor and major league teams during that particular jaunt there in Cuba. I'm not sure you'll see that feat duplicated again.
Back here in Indianapolis, bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Sawyer. In the air, right field, Smith. In position. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Walker. Fastball for a strike. Jose Mendez's whole run against the Reds is incredible, but I want to focus on the first game they saw him. Mendez went out there and threw a 1-hitter, and he was just 21 years old at the time. And it stays fair. And now the center fielder, Todd. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. It's crazy what Mendez was able to do in 1908, and not just against the Reds. He led the Cuban League with 157 strikeouts. That was almost twice as many as the next best pitcher in the league. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 gone as Mendez continues to cook. Now the catcher up to hit, Rhodes. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Busch Stadium. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's Turner now. That one's in there. Going 1.
Back on that series against the Reds, Jose had such dark skin that the Reds wouldn't sign him even after he dominated their hitters. They did sign his lighter-skinned teammate Armando Marsans 3 years later. Marsans was good, but Mendez was the real star on that squad.
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. One out, bottom of the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And here is Saunders. Ball one there.
Counts 1-0.
Next
2-0.
offering down in the dirt. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
And that one is inside. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. And the batter now, Fox. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Jose Mendez had the stuff. He had all the stuff. So much so that the great James Leslie Wilkinson, the owner of the Kansas City Monarchs, would bring the Black Diamond over to Kansas City. Mendez responded as the Monarchs would become a juggernaut there in the Negro National League. Jose Mendez was a tremendous pitcher because not only did he start, he also closed games, many games, as a member of the Kansas City Monarchs. In 7 amazing seasons in the Negro Leagues, Jose Mendez posted a 30-9 one-loss record with a dazzling 3.46 ERA.
Rube Foster digging in now. Mendez back to work.
When Jose Mendez joined the Monarchs in 1920, he became the final piece of one of the greatest rotations in baseball history. They had Mendez, John Donaldson, and Bullet Joe Rogan, all future MLB Hall of Famers.
Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. Going back to that incredible Monarchs rotation, Chris, it makes me think of the Braves staffs in the 1990s. Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, or even 2019, the Astros with Cole, Verlander, and Greinke. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the second baseman, Little. Out towards right center field. Sizes this one up. And that's the ball game. Jose Mendez.
Jose Mendez's dazzling pitching career was somewhat shortened by the fact that he had some arm trouble about 6 years into his career. And he moved to shortstop, and he played a great shortstop. But when he needed to toe the rubber, Mendez summoned up the strength to get out on the mound, and he dazzled once again, helping the Monarchs capture the inaugural Negro Leagues World Series, an exciting 10-game series against the Hilldale Daisies out of Darby, Pennsylvania. And Jose Mendez was one of the stars of that series, winning the deciding game number 10 to bring the title home to the Heartland.
Jose Mendez stepping in now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out number 3. And first offering is fouled off. In the air on the infield, Little settles under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Swinging a foul straight back. Comes up empty. That Jose Mendez stepping in now. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
On a line out towards center. Newman settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the third out. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. The pitch. Hard hit down the line and left. Sanders brings it in with a nice running grab. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. We're in extras here, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Mendez. And here it comes. Lifted in the air, right center field. On the move to the alley. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third. Oh, the throw is wild. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Jose Mendez. Bounced up the middle. On to first. And that takes care of Mendez. And that is that. Little chopper rolls foul. Man at second. That one lifted to left. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away. Out to short. Zips it to first. That's the third out. That's towards center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So 2 down. Jose Mendez stepping in now. High in the air, out to right. And that is that. Drake back to work. Hit in the air, left field, under it. Makes the catch for the out. Sliced hard but foul. Two outs. Headed towards the corner, sizing this one up. And that'll do it. Bell back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Way out front for strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a quick out, number 1. And here's the first baseman, West. Mendez back to work. And that one fouled off late on that fastball.
It's not just that Jose Mendez won Game 10 of that 1924 Negro Leagues World Series. He won Game 6 in relief, too. But what he did in Game 10 really was sensational. A 3-hit shutout to close out the series.
Got him swinging. Jose Mendez just 1 out away from delivering the championship to Kansas City.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Mendez is just 1 strike away. It's over. Jose Mendez.
Jose Mendez was one of the most dominant pitchers this game has ever seen. The Black Diamond. Oh, and he was a great one. He is rightfully enshrined in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. It's almost shameful that it took until 2006 for his induction, but he's finally where he absolutely belongs in the National Baseball Hall of Fame as one of those stellar arms from both Cuba and the Negro Leagues. Jose Mendez's dazzling pitching.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jose Mendez stepping in now. Rips one to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, right field. Going back on this one. Brings it in. Runner tags and will move up to third. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1's the count.
Nice job behind the plate there. That to right. Under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
In the air, out towards left center. Sanders sizes this one up, makes the grab, one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Mendez. Fouled off. He was late. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 3-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.